Bam! Like that, we're live. JT back with you in the studio. Make sure we got everything turned on the way we're supposed to. Welcome to Studio 10-4 Live. And it is a Wednesday afternoon, and it is the weekly update. Back to you from, back to Oregon from California after being gone for 2 months. Literally, in fact, a little longer than 2 months. Went down in beginning of November for the 10-4 Trucker Rodeo, and then stayed down there through the month of November and Thanksgiving and into December and Christmas, and then on to the coast of California, Bodega Bay. And you guys that watched us last week, we were down there live streaming the show from the studio, the mobile studio that I live in, thrive in, and do what I do in all the time. Beautiful area down there. God, it was gorgeous, man. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. First show of 2026. I got to start getting used to saying that too, because I don't know if you're like I am. I hold on to that 2020, whatever it was last year, and can't let go. Not because it was so great, just because because it's what I've been saying for a year. Anyway, welcome to 2026, and man, I hope everything is a good one for everybody, because 25 was all right, but you know what? I don't see any reason why we can't do better. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on last year and more this year already, in the new year, in the short few days that we've had of it, the seventh day of the new year. And man, we're taking over the world, I guess. At least parts of it that need some guidance, as they say. Dougie, what's up? Tim, Siebes, what's happening? Brandon, what's going on, my best friend? Good to see you. And Eddie, what's happening? Good to have you on the show. And I know there's a bunch more of you out there that I can't see, don't know you're there, but I know you're there. So good to have you guys on board. Today's show, it's going to be kind of my wrap of 2025's last couple of months and the fun stuff that I experienced, what I learned, what I saw, what was happening, some great things for you guys to know about going into 2026. Stuff that I used to teach and share in my networking group that I belonged to back in the downturn, man. Remember when the crap hit the fan back in 08, 09 and on, and everybody's going, yeah, what the hell are we going to do? Everybody's shutting down, no jobs, no work, no this, no that. Anyway, no money. And we all had to figure out things to do. Well, I got introduced to something, professional network, and I really embraced it. Thought it was a great concept, something that we should have been doing already, and really had been, just didn't know it had a formal title, didn't know that it was something that we actually should be doing on a regular daily basis as a practice. I thought just being friends and friendly and, shaking hands and getting to know people was a thing, and as just being friends. But networking is the deal, and we all got into it together in groups and tried to help one another survive through the lean times. And man, we had some lean times. April's in the show. Hey, April, good to see you. Everybody just get it out. Say hi to Brandon right now, please. And that way Brandon knows everybody knows he's here. We had some lessons to learn in that downturn. Now, that wasn't enough. We didn't have, just enough to go through that. Then we ended up all going through this pandemic. So it was like, bam, got hit. Bam, got hit again. It was something, man. It was something. We all had to kind of grab ourselves and each other and pull one another through this thing. And everybody here in this room did. Jeff, what's going on, man? Jeff, my brother, Botello, what's happening? You know what? Okay. Got to get back to the thought I was on, but I want to say I saw, and this is where some of this show is going to go today. I saw something again today, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I do have some raw emotions about it, but I'm not sure how I feel about it yet because I need some time to process. And I'm going to throw it out here, and I want you all to know what I'm talking about. So, in our world, and I say our world, 10-4 magazine, as a magazine in print, as a magazine digitally, as a marketer, advertiser, um, vlogger, and that is what we are. I am a vlogger. This is a vlog. It is a live stream webcast vlog. Okay. We work very hard to do what we do. I mean, it is a lot of work. And let me tell you something, man, when it comes down to it, you don't know what goes on behind the back of the stage, the wizard pulling all the strings. There's a few of us back there doing that, whether it's the guy in taking the pictures, the guy putting it together so it becomes a magazine. And of course, that's Dan, all of you contributors out there. And listen, you guys, all you contributors, all of our contributors, you guys are all part of this. And I want you to hear this and I want you to feel this because this is something really important. There's a lot of influencers, wannabe influencers, people out there trying to cash a check on our backs. And it is something I like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet because social media is the underlying foundation of what we're all here as a part of, right? And you guys chime in, any of you chime in on this because I'd like to hear your thoughts. Social media, we're supposed to share, we're supposed to engage. We should be, it, benefiting one another with our experiences, where we've been, what we're doing, how we feel, what's going on, right? Okay, so that's social media. Then there are those that are jumping into all this and they are looking to benefit themselves. Now, you might say, well, gee, John, you're kind of, this is what you do. This is how you make your living. It is. And it is what I do. But I also try to do something that will benefit all of you, give you something better to hear, look, listen to, be a part of. And hopefully I can make a dime on the way. And you know what? That's business. We all deserve to make a living. But there's some folks out there that are just basically taking everything that we've created, and I don't mean just 10-4 magazine. There are those that are out there that are taking things that have been created from all over, putting it under their umbrella. Let's just call it an umbrella, and they're monetizing it. And I've kind of dove down into this a little bit and looked at some of the ones that I'm specifically pointing to, not naming, but pointing to. And they are actually offering subscriptions to their social media as a basically a pay gate. You got to pay to get in. What you get when you pay to get in, I have not done that. So I don't know. But I can tell you this. They didn't do anything except go in and scoop up what the rest of us worked for, created, and shared with you, and then decided to call it their own and charge you for it. Now, I have a really great analogy for this. In our world, there are those that charge for their services, and there are those that pay for those services. If you click like, if you follow, if you pay any of these others out there that are selling themselves to you and you're willing to buy it, but yet it's really not theirs to sell, you've been had. And those of us that are doing what we do out there to make the world better and share something that's a better look and a light, We're giving it away for free. Not by choice, but that's what happens. So what I'm trying to tell you is listen, and I've been saying this all along, and I'm not going to go down too deep on this. We're going to save this for the morning drive. Next week, next Wednesday, Testa and Carpenter, the morning drive, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Check it out. Think about what you're doing out there, guys. You, as the people that have supported us at 10-4 Magazine for 30 something years now and been there to help build us up, for us to help build you up. We've worked together to do this. Think about what you do. Think about where you point and click. Think about it as like what you're touching. Think about that. What is it you touch? What happens when you do that? Bitch and truck. Oh, that's so cool. It's so shiny. It's so this, it's so that. True. But you know what? It probably was generated and created somewhere else. And now this person is taking advantage of that and they are cashing in on it. Don't let them do that, man. Think of it this way, guys, especially drivers, truckers, owners, operators, any of you out there running and rolling wheels down the road. If you're spending money on diesel to haul a load, you should get paid, right? Same here. Nobody gets to throw an extra box, package, shipment, whatever on the back of your truck for free, do they? Why should we? Be our team and help us to try to eradicate some of this. And I have to say, there's going to be some changes over on the 10-4 Magazine Lounge. And that's our group where people have decided that's where they're going to build their business. They're going to come in and they're going to just take it over and throw their stuff out there for everybody. Hey, that's us, man. That's there for you. Not there for them to commercialize it and make it all about them. Take it back, guys. Take it back, take it back, take it back. Okay, so there's my dissertation on how you can help 10-4 Magazine, Studio 10-4 Live, and quite frankly, yourselves and the rest of the game out there, because we need to take back what's ours. We really do. If you don't understand that and you really want me to explain it deeper, next Wednesday, Testa, Carpenter, morning drive, 9 a.m. We'll go deep on this. And I'd love to take some calls. And I plan on being able to do that. I want to be able to have you guys call up and say, yo, John, you're a dumbass for saying all this. Or, you know what? You are right, my friend. And we're going to help you. I'm with you guys when the brokers take advantage of you. I'm with you guys making sure you get paid for every load. Help us to get paid for the freight. We deserve it too. All right. So listen, 2 months. And by the way, Sharon Jones in the house. Happy New Year to you, dear. Clayton, good to have you on the show. Everybody else, Miss Shannon in the house. I don't know if I caught Miss Shannon, but Happy New Year to Miss Shannon. Randy, good to see you, buddy. There's a bunch of us tuned in. In fact, I'm going to turn on comments now, and that way everybody else can see who's in and what the heck, right? Yeah, Dan, Dan the man. Can't wait to call. I can't wait to take the call. So I'm looking forward to it. Darren, good to have you on the show. Happy New Year to you too, my friend. Appreciate it. Dustin, what's going on? Yeah, right on. Everybody's jumping in. Now, see, that's what I like to see. It's all about a two-way conversation, and that's what I thrive on, is the conversation. I'm not just sitting here to talk. I want you guys to chime in and tell me how you feel. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Right on, man. I like that. I like that. It was a fantastic 2 months. I learned a lot. I did. I learned a lot in the last 2 months plus. Traveling, went down to California, learned a lot about my rig. Luckily, I had very, very good results and experience as far as the Dodge. I got an '06 3500 Dodge Ram. So it's a Dodge Ram, not a Ram Dodge, or not just a Ram. It's a Dodge Ram, according to the title, but it is a Dodge. You know what I can't figure out, and I really like to know, is how did we jump from 16,000 pound to 37,000 pound combined gross vehicle weight from 2006 to 2026? Like, holy hell, man. I mean, and guys, if you're a Dodge guy out there, let me know. You got a 5.9 versus a 6.7, 325 horsepower versus 425 or 4 something, I guess. Stock. And then the torque ratings, what are they? So listen, you put a tuner on, beef up your suspension a little bit, drivetrain if you need to. I know the transmission, that 48 on the old Dodge, and some of you know what I'm talking about. It was a weak link, okay? But that being said, mine's completely rebuilt, not just stock either. It to the latest, greatest, updated, upgraded, and re-rated. So what should I be rated at? I don't know, but I learned how to drive this truck like I never did before. I have an edge tuner on it, and it made all the difference in the world. Had it in the number 2 mode, 2 out of 6. And it is a tow mode in number 2. It did the job, did it well. And here's what's going to floor you guys. And this is where I win. Okay. This is where I win. I got a buddy of mine I think he's got a 14 Ram dually, 3500, right? 6.7 stock, no tuner on it. He's getting 7.5 miles a gallon. On his best day, 7.5 miles a gallon. I'm out there at 11.5. 11.5, pulling the Siskiyous, pulling Dunsmuir, pulling all these mountains out here, man. 11.5. So I'm pretty happy about that. Anybody out there have anything along those lines? I want to hear about it. I want to know what you guys are getting. Elton, what's going on? Good to have you on board, man. Got a bunch of y'all tuning in. I was excited about the mileage, but I was also excited about how well the trip went. I learned don't put things up on the bed in the garage, former garage, now studio and office on Studio 10.4 Live Mobile, because it will inevitably not stay up there and it will end up on the ground, on the floor. And I lost my biggest, my sacrifice to the traveling gods was 2 Dell 32-inch monitors. That's what I lost on my trip. Everything else came in okay and survived. I've upgraded and I now have, and I paid less for them. And that's the crazy thing. 32-inch Samsung curved monitors. So I don't know. It's a win, I guess, and I'm okay. Clayton, what 13 towing? You know what, dude? I'm going to attribute that to that Allison transmission, because I don't get the benefit of that Allison. You know what? I've got that 48 tranny in my Dodge. It's an automatic, but I'm telling you, man, you got to shift that thing manually, because if you don't, you're screwed. And you got to know how to do it. And I learned on this trip. I did. But that 6-speed Allison, in fact, is it a 6 or an 8 now? I think on the Chevys. Yeah, you guys got a great transmission there, but the 2026 not Dodge Ram, they call them now, has that ASIN 8-speed transmission now. Now, I don't know if that's more gears to fall and fail and go wrong or what, but I'm hearing it's a badass deal. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep listening and reading about it. But anyway, I had a good trip. I found some cool places along the way. 10 speed out, 10 speed. Randy, thanks, buddy. 10 speed Allison. Holy crap, man. That's what's in the Chevy. That's what that Duramax got behind it. The 10 speed. So that thing's like a, I don't know if y'all, well, Randy, I know you're younger than might be able to remember this, but 6 speed transmission on an Elsinore CR125, for an example. It's like, I mean, it's just bam, as fast as you can shift and go through them to get down the road, you're grabbing the next gear, right? So that's kind of what that 10 speed must be like. I'd love to see how that performs. So you're never looking for another gear. There's one there for every moment, which is not the case in my truck. I mean, I'm literally going from drive, which is fourth gear, overdrive, and the torque converter is locked in, to punch it, unlock the torque converter, then drop it in to second, which will give you third, and it'll hit third and then lock the torque converter in. And when it does this, man, it's not like, oh, it's so smooth, it just shifts and glides. No, it's not like that at all, man. It freaking bangs your head into the headrest on the chair behind you, and it's a burst. It really is. But that being said, it works. Pulling Dunsmuir northbound, I had to drop down into second, and I mean second lock, and that's with the torque converter locked. And I'm doing 40 miles an hour. Now, this is a 06 Dodge 3500 pulling a 23,000 pound trailer behind it, maybe a little more. I don't know, somewhere in there. I haven't weighed since it's been a while before I took the trip south. And when I took the trip to get where I parked at, where I live here in Grants Pass, I weighed and I came in at almost 29,000 pounds. So might be a little over what that truck's rated at, but man, it pulls it. So that's combined gross vehicle weight, 28 and change is what it was. So anyway, I learned a lot, had a lot of fun, spent some time around the San Joaquin Valley, Modesto, California. I'm going to talk about Modesto. Interesting town. Love some things about it and some things I don't. But I was asked to remove myself from Modesto, and I know I talked about this a little bit, and I did. I went on and parked myself in Patterson, California, at the Kit Fox RV park. So if you guys are looking for a spot to, and they I think they take trucks, but there's a lot of room around that area over there in that spot in Patterson for trucks to go park. 2 weeks I spent over there at Kit Fox RV. Great place if you're looking for someplace to dive in right off the 5, traveling north or south. Check it out. It's right there behind the Pilot, Flying J, and all those guys. When you hit that area, you'll see it. You can't miss it. Really good rates, clean, safe. Can't ask for a better situation. I think the nightly rate, $60 a night, all inclusive, everything. You get everything. Do a weekly rate, they drop it down a lot. And then I was, like I said, I was there 2 weeks, but it gave me a place to hang out before I went back to Modesto, which I did. So just as a here's a preface to it. Modesto, 72 hours you can park in Modesto. I'm in front of Miss Julia's house parked, by the way, not some, street hanger outer. I'm parked in front of my girlfriend's house. 72 hours. They painted my tires. They painted the street where I was parked. I mean, they are going to get a letter from me. When I came back after the 2 weeks that I was gone, I parked almost in the exact same spot. I was there for 3 days and then out, and then we headed to the coast. So I don't know about the 72-hour thing. I get why they do what they do. It is what it is. All I can say is I need to have better situation worked out next year, and I hope that I do. And all my friends that live in the San Joaquin Valley, in and around that area, if you guys have a place where a traveler can park his RV for some time, give me a little bit of a ring, and let's talk, because I'm going to do it again next year. I'll come down for the 10-4 Trucker Rodeo and show. Maybe I'll come down in October from bobtail to rodeo to Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then back out on the coast, because we've already made reservations to go back out on the coast to Bodega Bay. And I got to tell you about Bodega Bay and what timing it was that I got in and got out when I did. Not only did I get out of home, Grants Pass, when I did, because it was raining when I left and it was raining when I got back. But the next morning after I got back and parked, it was snowing. So, and it snowed. It hit the ground. It lasted for an hour or so, and that was that. No big deal. But that being said, good timing, because out on the coast, the weather was okay. I mean, there was warnings of big time weather coming, and there was some big time weather that hit the California coast, all up and down it. The worst of it, though, was more south of where I was, down in San Francisco, Marin, San Rafael, all of those areas where they ended up, Highway 101 underwater, a lot of the surface streets underwater. There was big time weather going on down there. But I got out of there in time and headed back north, back to Grants Pass, and made it home by Saturday. Stayed over at Rolling Hills. Some of you guys that run up and down I-5 and California, you know what I'm talking about, Rolling Hills. I got there on a Friday evening. I stayed there overnight, left on Saturday morning, and hit Costco in Redding on the way out. Oh, holy crap. You guys, I can't even tell you what I ended up buying there, but I supplied 3 families with, I think, their alcohol for the next few months, I hope, at least, because it was a huge load of alcohol. Tequila, whiskey, bourbon, gin, vodka. I think that's pretty much sums it up. But when I got to people were looking at me funny, man. But here's the thing. Redding Costco, there should be a statistic about Redding Costco. That's Redding, California, Costco. I would venture to say that probably is the number one alcohol sales point for Costco in California, because everybody in Oregon that buys booze stops there to buy their alcohol to take with them when they travel north. And you're asking, well, why is that? The spirits are sold in Oregon through the state store. So you have to buy them from those stores. It's not the same as every place that you and I everywhere else buy liquor from are used to. It's a whole different deal. And it costs more, less selection, so on, so on, so on. So trust me, go to Costco, get stocked up. I had to sign an affidavit saying I wasn't buying it for resale. Isn't that crazy? I did. So anyway, wonderful time. Great experience. Can't wait to do it again. Looking forward to it in 2026. And I haven't made my mind up yet. Like I said, I might do Bobtail show and come down there and stay there. And then from there, make my way down to Bakersfield, and then turn and burn and go north after the 10-4 Trucker Rodeo and start the holiday thing out and come back again in January like I did this year. I might be fun. So maybe some of you guys out there might want to join me this time around too. If you got RVs and you want to bring them along, that'd be a lot of fun. Be a blast, especially down to the Trucker Rodeo in November. So what's coming up? Immediately what's coming up, if y'all are football fans, and I know a bunch of you are, there's a lot of good stuff that's happening there. I have hang on a second here. Bear with me. I have something I saved from earlier today, and I want to share it with you because it's what's going on, and it starts this weekend. And if y'all are into the football scene, the NFL has some things going on. It's super wild card weekend. And I know I saved this thing. And if I can't find it, I'm going to shoot myself. Bottom line is, I don't know if y'all have your team in the hunt or not. Mine is, and I can't find it. I can't believe it. Well, I guess we're just going to have to leave it by the wayside because I can't find it right now. I don't know what I did with it then. Ah, found it. Coming up this weekend is the start of the NFL playoffs. Anybody have any teams in there that y'all recognize? I want to know about them. Um, Seattle, of course, if you're a Niner fan, then unfortunately Niners lost to them. Seattle clinched, Denver clinched. Uh, Wild card Saturday, though, that's going to be Niners in Philadelphia. Go Niners. Actually, sorry, Sunday. Looks like they switched it. Green Bay, Chicago. That should be fun, especially since those two hate each other. And LA Rams and Carolina Panthers on Saturday. That is going to be a big one because Carolina ended up taking that division. Pittsburgh and Houston on Monday night. That's the one that we're all going to be going, okay, are we rooting for the old guy? And I know you got to know who we're talking about. And that is uh, throw tomatoes. Sorry, man. Cowboys did not survive. Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for Pittsburgh. 40 something, 40 years old now, and he's going into the playoffs again. Chargers, New England. I'm going to go Chargers, man. Harbaugh can pull some things together and make it happen. But here's the one that I'm having a dilemma about, and that is Jacksonville and Buffalo. We all have to kind of say, God, I hope Buffalo can finally pull it together, right? Because they got games to win if they're going to make it. But Jacksonville, damn, they're good. So I don't know, man. There's some things to think about there, and I'm not sure where I'm at. I'm mixed on it, that's for sure. But yeah. Anyway, whoever you are, if you got a team out there and they're in the run for this year's Super Bowl, good luck to you. I'm obviously with the Niners and hoping they make it happen, and we'll see what happens. Here's the thing. That's the good side of the NFL right now. The bad side is all the guys that got fired yesterday and Monday. John Harbaugh being one of them. 18 years with the Baltimore Ravens and down the road Motors. Man, they sent him packing. God, I know it's a business. I get it. I do. I get it. But holy crap, man. I mean, it's not like the guy was, on a losing thing. He was doing well. Didn't make it into the playoffs this year, but he's out, and that's that. And he's out as the coach. So a lot of stuff stirring up there. The other thing happening, college championship is still in play. Some of us have more interest in that than others. I know that Truett and Crystal Novostat definitely have an interest in it because their son's team is still in it, and that is the Oregon Ducks. Go Ducks. Going to be playing Indiana. That's going to be tough. I wish the best to the Ducks because, I mean, let's go. I'm going to be the homer and root for the home team. But holy crap, man, Indiana. Are they badasses or what? If you guys haven't been watching any of that, trust me when I tell you, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be good. Indiana, for all reasons and purposes, probably will be your national champion, but I'm not writing Oregon off. They got a chance, and there's no reason they can't come back and come in and win it. So, yeah. May 2nd and 3rd, 2026. What's going on then, Dan? Tell us all about it. Could it be there's a 10-4 show going on? Yeah, it's Trucking for Kids, and that's going to be at Famoso in Bakersfield, California. That's coming up. Also, some other shows that are going to be coming up. Kind of the first show of the season. We haven't had a lot of talk on it yet. Clayton, yeah, Texas Tech, buddy. They did a number on the Ducks there in the pre-postseason, but in the postseason, man, in the playoff, it didn't happen. So, but never know, could happen, and they'll certainly probably be back. Trucking for Kids 2026. Probably going to start talking about some things there. It's going to be happening pretty soon. Registration and all that information, we'll have it for you soon. As I started to allude to, there's another show that's going to be kind of the beginning show of the season, I think, as it was last year, and that's that show down in Arizona that's going to be the NHRDA Rod Pickett truck show, and I'm not sure how they're wording that and promoting it and all that yet, but listen, we'll get more information to you on that as it develops, but it's looking like Arizona, Louisville, going to be the Mid-America Truck Show, and then our show, Trucking for Kids, and then everybody else after that. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to get that going. Although it's happening right in front of me, man. I'll tell you, we were talking about it today and the things that we got to do to get ready for that, and especially for Mid-America. Going to be a big show again this year. Build Off is back. There's a lot of cool things happening. Yeah, we're looking forward to, Clayton. Thank you. Can't wait for the Trucking for Kids show down in Bakersfield at Famoso. If you guys haven't been down to that, it is a phenomenal property. Lots of space, lots of room. Dry camping for RVs. Get everything you can set up and ready to go to make sure you're going to be down there for that. I know that there are RV rentals available in the area down there too, and we'll be talking more about that and all of the different things that you can do to make it more fun and interesting. If you don't have your own RV and you want to come stay and hang out and dry camp with the rest of us, well, then you can do that. Not saying I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be hoteling it this time. So me and Lizzie, and that's my Volvo, we're going to be running down south for that show. But November, October, not sure yet. Darlene, that's the Dodge. We'll be heading down. Darlene and my Cyclone will be heading down to California for the fall/winter swing. So a couple of things I want to throw at you guys before I let you go, and we're going to touch more on this next week on Wednesday morning, and that's going to be Testa and Carpenter on Wednesday morning doing the morning drive. And this happens to be some of the things that we should probably be doing and not thinking about, but doing for 2026 starting now. Security is everything online. I know I touched about it, as far as some other things earlier in the show, but this is the time of year where if you don't have yourself set up in a very, very secure network and environment for your accounts, whether it's Facebook to your banking and money accounts, anything with money in it, probably ought to think about changing those passwords up. Time to get new ones in there, and that means on everything. Updating everything. Make sure you have all of your accounts updated online. If you're still doing stuff through the mail and printing and sending faxes and all that, some of the things you do, you have to do that. I get it. Very slim margin of technology and information anymore is done that way, but make sure everything is up to date. Make sure your information and whoever you're sending out information to is up to date. The other thing I'm going to throw out there, and this is something that maybe a lot of you already know, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways. Subscriptions. Any subscriptions you have, if you are on any kind of promotional subscription, no matter what it is, it's worth contacting that vendor and seeing if you can get that subscription to stay at that price or better, meaning lesser than what you're paying already for whatever subscription it is. Squeaky wheel gets the oil, as they say. And I can tell you from my own experience, and I do this every year with several yearly subscriptions that I have. When I contact them and say, "Hey, what are we doing?" They go, "Oh yeah, you've been with us forever. Yeah, let's get you taken care of." And they do. I have. It's worth the time. I've spent a few minutes on some, a little longer on others. But here's the thing, man. If you guys are hanging out in a truck and you got nothing better to do but, rack up some time in the sleeper berth, this is a great time to take care of it. If you got somebody back home who handles all that for you, give them a nudge and say, "Hey, look, we can probably save some money if we make some phone calls." Because you'll notice on some of these accounts and subscriptions that they go up. And listen, it's not too late if you let it, expire and increase in cost last year, the year before, it doesn't matter. Whoever you've got, whatever it is, give them a call. It works. Trust me, it does. Uh, Little bits and pieces along the way can add up. That's all I'm saying. And it does. And I mean, I've got so many different subscriptions to different things of media, especially in the tech side of what I do. It's just an every year thing, and they know they're going to get a call. They do. They're just like, okay, either I get it or I don't. And if they get it, and I say, "Hey, I'm calling," they say, "Okay, we're giving the deal again." And I mean, some of this stuff, I've got one account that I think of off the top of my head, goes from $14 a month on the discounted rate. If I let it slide, it's more like $38 a month. I mean, why do I want to throw that money away if I don't have to? And they're willing to give it back. So ask them. Um, there's a lot of changes going on in the streaming world right now with a lot of the streaming services, whether it's Paramount Plus, um, Netflix, Hulu, and Disney. The Disney Plus world is really in a shift of what they're doing. Hulu is going to be going away as a standalone app. You will have to be part of the Disney Plus family to have Hulu as a streaming option anymore. There's a lot of cost shift differences that go on with this, and a lot of things that you want to think about when you subscribe or have a subscription and want to change it and get a better deal. Make the call, see what you can get done. We have something that, in fact, I'm going to bring it up here. Just give me a second. In case you haven't been paying attention, and I know you have, I know you have. There is a group that I work with. It's called Epic View. This is what they look like. Epic View plans start at $34 a month. I have Epic View here in the Cyclone. They basically offer direct TV programming, all of it, Paramount Plus and Showtime, and they have their own package of programming that they put out there for you. Now, that being said, the Epic View programming is for you guys out there that are on the road. Specifically, that's what they built it for. Think of it this way: it's like the HDMI stick that you throw in the back of your television into the HDMI, so you can have all your different programming wherever you go. That's what this is, and it provides it to you in a very affordable way. You get all that programming for $30 something a month. I had the NFL package on there this year as well. Great affordable programming, and you take it with you wherever you go. Whereas a lot of the programming out there doesn't give you that advantage. Some of these plans don't let you take, like Xfinity, you can't take it with you. I thought you could, and you cannot. So there's ways to do this so you can enjoy yourself while you're on the road, whether you're traveling in truck, RV, or otherwise, and you want to bring it with, you can. It's the way to do it. Contact me if you're looking for more information about that. I'll post the link for Epic View. But the rest of the stuff that's out there, there's a lot of changes that are happening this year, the beginning of the year, right now, with subscriptions and costs and programming. Find out what you have and if it's going to stay the same or not, especially the programming that we got. And I have it myself. If you have programming that came with your cellular service and your data plans, that's what you're going to really want to look at, especially with a lot of the new cell programs that are out there. Verizon, AT&T, all of them. There's a ton of stuff out there to be looked at and had. Check it out, see what you guys find and like and make sense and can save you some money. All right, look, everybody, one more thing before we go. Hopefully you guys have taken a moment and you've seen it, but if you have not, it is the new magazine. It is out. We want you guys to go over and check it out. Also want you to go to this tab right here where it says subscribe. Click on that and then come over here and click on a 1-year subscription, 1 copy per month. There it is. Want you to get yours. The reason I want you to do that is so that you guys have your copy of 10-4 magazine every month delivered to you wherever you tell us to send it to, and you can enjoy seeing it as soon as it gets printed and off the press and out their door and on its way to you. Peter, it's good to see you. Happy New Year, my friend. This is a great deal, $60 for the year, 12 issues. Not only that, but hey, get your own copy and you collect them. I've got, I don't know how many copies of 10-4 magazine stashed from over the years, and I still am collecting them. Every month I get my copy and I keep it. Got a fresh copy around here somewhere because I just now got all my mail from the last 2 months. So I was able to pick up the magazine, check it out, and go through it and enjoy my subscription to the magazine. Be sure and check out our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and of course, come on over and check us out over here on TikTok. One thing I would like to say, and that is, again, back to our group, there's going to be some changes happening. Trust me when I say this, because listen, this is supposed to be about all you guys out there posting and sharing pictures of your stuff. And there's a lot of folks in here that have been putting their businesses on there. And listen, right here on the rules, and I'm going to bring it right here at the top. It's in here and what it's all about. It's not about people coming in and building their businesses, and the rules are in there. Make sure you read them before you become a member. Or if you haven't, take a moment, check them out. They're pretty simple. And I'm pretty lenient, man. Trust me, I am. I've been very lenient with a lot of folks. But I don't want this to turn into a commercial. You know, there's over 30,000 of you guys in there on that group. I want you to enjoy it and have fun. But listen, the best way you can do that, post pictures of trucks that you've taken pictures of, share and share alike in that fashion. I don't want to see advertisements on there. That's not what it's about. All right, listen, everybody, appreciate you taking the time to hang with me. Welcome to 2026. Can't wait to see what happens. It's going to be interesting. New year. There's a lot going on. Grab on to everybody, each other, and one another, and make it a great one. Enjoy yourselves. Be prosperous. Stay healthy. Keep the shiny side up. We'll see you guys soon. Probably be back tomorrow and Friday. Got some fun stuff that we got to get caught up on. All right. Take care, everyone.